Today I saw a video that exposed an industry secret, much like that video that shows how McDonald's makes their McNuggets with that pink goopy goo that's somehow passed off as chicken. But behind the curtain we're pulling back today is a Chinese streaming industry secret. This will probably reflect very poorly on my social credit score, I would imagine. I'm probably going to have a good noodle star stripped away, but it's not like I'm comparing their emperor to Winnie the Pooh, so I think I'll be fine. Anyways, the video we're checking out is called Stream Factory in China. It was uploaded 10 hours ago, and it's pretty much like the Chinese streaming industry went outside of an elementary school and exposed themselves in a bathrobe for all of us to take a peek at. The best word I have to describe this is bonkers. I should have told you to hold on to your wieners, because this is crazy. It looks like we're watching behind the scenes footage of a Black Mirror episode. I don't want to believe that this is real. Just look where they are. They're in a parking garage. This isn't even a building. They don't have cubicles. They're in a parking garage on a mat up against a half wall. It looks like they're being forced to do this. It looks like they're being forced to record hostage videos to get ransom money out of their families or something. This doesn't seem like something someone would do willingly. I know I definitely wouldn't do this willingly. It's like they even have like numbers beside them. There's like number 1, number 2, number 3. It's like you're walking through a museum. Almost like the Stranger Things kids who were experimented on where they had the numbers carved on them. It's like what this is. I just can't believe something like this actually exists. The setups are crazy, man. I want to go through this real quick. So it looks like each person has like a water bottle, their own little plushies, and then they all have this one phone recording them from head on as they go down the line. They each have their individual ring lights. They all have a microphone, their little number cards with maybe their names on them, and then like a yoga mat to sit on, and then that little half wall to lean up against. This is so ridiculous, man. And it looks like they maybe even have a phone in front of them to like read chat or something. This just seems so inhumane, man. Like they surely have enough money to raise those walls up a bit and let them stand, and maybe even, hey, crazy idea here, give them a chair to sit in. That's just, I know, you may have to crucify me for that one. That's a hot take right there. Like, surely, I'm sure they have money to make a cubicle, at least, for each one of these people. That would seem much more enjoyable, at least. It's like they're almost in this streamer boot camp in China, which China, if you didn't know, is a very big hotbed for streaming. They're very into that over there. It's pretty much like a very lucrative business. It's like you go to college almost to be a streamer, pretty much. It's like a huge thing overseas. I'm going to pull up some statistics here real quick. I think they make like billions each year. This right here said Alibaba's Tao, I can't pronounce that, marketplace generated more than 15 billion in transactions through live streaming sessions in 2018. Nearly 4 times more than 2017. I was trying to find some numbers for revenue and whatnot for Chinese streaming when I came across this story here that I completely forgot about. The biggest streamer in China, the lady I was talking about a moment ago, she got fined $210 million for tax evasion. I completely forgot about that story. It slipped my mind entirely. But man, tax evasion is just, it's such a cool crime. You know, it's like one of those things you can wear a leather jacket after doing. It's just really cool, you know. You get slapped with tax evasion and then you're a badass for life, you know, and no one's gonna mess with you again. But to get off of tax evasion and get back to Chinese live streams, they work a bit differently from the streams you're used to seeing on like Twitch and YouTube. They don't really work like that. They don't just like sit down, talk to chat, play some games, do whatever they want, and then make money from like subs and bits and donations. While I'm sure there is a bit of that involved, how it works mostly in China is it's seen as pretty much a business, which is why this looks like a cam girl setup, like a cam girl house. It's because they use it solely to make money. They'll use these girls and make them promote stuff and get them to buy stuff off of them, whether they're like partner with a brand or something sometimes. Just think of it as more of a TikTok live stream, especially in this scenario. Definitely more akin to a TikTok live stream, and they're using it for e-commerce to make money, to sell things, and pretty much all these women, they're not really doing it as a be your own boss type of thing, if that wasn't already obvious enough with the numbers beside them and their names and the setup they have. This is definitely a business oriented thing over in China. They have these like employees is pretty much what they are, and they're probably earning a salary or maybe commissions based off what they sell and do. And from what I've seen online, they work some hellish hours. They work a lot of hours for not that much money. This one lady I seen, she does like streams from 3 p.m. to 2 a.m. So almost 12-hour shifts. And I think the average salary, I think it was about $150 USD. So that's absolutely insane. Now, I'm not trying to assume anything here, and I'm not saying they have a gun pointed to their head saying, oh, you will live stream this in our little parking garage or your whole family gets it. I'm not saying any of that. I'm sure they're there willingly. Maybe. Maybe there's a gun behind that camera. But it seems like, for the most part, from what I've seen, people do enjoy it. It's just like seen as another job is what I'm getting at. I'm very curious about these setups too. Like, can you see the other person behind them when they're live streaming? Surely you can, because the way the cameras are set up, they're like directly at the person, so you could definitely see the person behind them. I don't know, man. This just is really weird. It really reminds me of like a TikTok house type of thing with a bunch of people making the same content in the same house in the same room. Except, you know, in America, the real sleazy, slimy people got the mega mansions to live in. And here they got like a half wall, a mat, and a parking garage. So not exactly the same. But the idea is, it's roughly there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this very dehumanizing video. There's some real wacky stuff going on over there in China. They got this like animal farm type of setup where they're just milking content out of people instead of milking the milk out of cows. And they're gonna milk them dry. So yeah, other than that, man, I'll catch you next time. Peace out. You think if I said China #1, they'd give me back my good noodle star?